Oh. Oh God. What do you got? Oh shit. I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out with Nella, and we're gonna fill the elephant with resin, but she won't tell me what color. So we need a color. But first I want to introduce you to my friend Nella. And don't be fooled, she's not really an angel. Nope, not even with the little wings. She does all of the wedding stuff and go and buy your stuff. Look. You can get all your mountain tips right there. All your mountain tips. She paints them by hand. It's true. So that's my friend Nutella, and she does some absolutely amazing work. But what that ends up meaning is she doesn't always have time for her own personal projects, like this cute little elephant. So I stole it from her and asked my amazing followers on Instagram what color resin we should fill the elephant with. And after a couple of rounds of voting, the consensus was Aztec Gold.
I love gold!
So with the resin color all figured out, the next thing to do is get all my supplies ready so we could pour some TotalBoats. So once the resin was poured, I waited overnight for it to cure. And the next day I noticed this little nail hole in the board, which is a very bad thing. This 2 nail holes, very bad things. So I took care of those nails on the chop saw, and now I knew the overall size of my board. So I could then jump into Carveco Maker, which is my CNC software, and design the board layout. So for this board, I wanted to maximize the area possible because this purple heart is so pretty. And this is the design I came up with, and it got Nella's star of approval. So the next thing to do is clean up this resin overpour. Now I could have put this through my thickness planer, but I'm always worried about it chipping out too much material, especially when it's a delicate carve like this. So I thought the best way was to use a flattening bit on my CNC just to make sure everything is nice and flat and there's no unneeded chip out. So with the Nellaphant all flat, I decided to cut out the board on a piece of MDF instead of carving the shape out directly onto the piece of purple heart. Now I did this because I only have one shot to cut out this piece of purple heart, and I just wanted to make sure everything was aligned perfectly. And sometimes it's just easier to do that by hand with a template. Next, I went over to my bandsaw to cut out the rough shape, making sure to leave about 1/8 of an inch or so of material on the outside of my line. We'll take care of that later. So did you like that vacuuming segment? Did you like seeing that nice, hard wood get all sucked up? Sorry, that's a different video. Moving on. So I'm using this awesome double-sided carpet tape to stick my template onto my Nellaphant. Now, this stuff is really good. It holds really good. Getting it off is really tricky though, so you have to work pretty hard to get it off. But sometimes that's a good thing. So with the board all flush trimmed and now exactly the same size as my template, pulled out my flush trim bit, threw in a little round over action, and we're just gonna soften up all these edges. So with my board all rounded over, the next thing to do was what everybody seemingly seems to hate, which is sand it.
Now me personally, I don't really mind sanding because I get to use this awesome SurfPrep sander. His name is Herbert. But there's a lot of people that don't like sanding, and this is how they react.
I'm afraid. Oh God. What do you got? What do you got? Huh? Yeah. No good. Come on. Why you gotta be like that? I'm gonna get one of them. Oh! Shit. Oh! Okay. I'm all wet. I'm all wet. Got some splaining to do. Here, have some wood. Nella's nervous about being on camera.
Look. Holy shit. This is gorgeous.
I told you it was pretty wood.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end.
Oh no, I'm all wet.